Hello everybody, welcome in. How's everybody doing today? Lucky Dog Racing League Hometown Hero Series is starting here in just 1 minute. Go ahead and show you some of the race details for today. Hopefully you guys are absolutely stoked. I know I am. There's going to be a lot of familiar faces out there that we know and love, especially those of you from the Wreckfest community. I'm pretty excited to see some of these Wreckfest boys come out here and race tonight. But here is the race details. We're off to Volusia Speedway Park. This is week number 1 of 8. We'll be racing this track all season long. They'll be in the dirt modified 358s. It is 87 degrees Fahrenheit track temperature, 78 degrees Fahrenheit outside, 45% humidity, partly cloudy, 2 mile per hour winds. They're currently doing their practice session, which is set for 20 minutes. As soon as they're done with that, we'll move on to the qualifying session, which will be set for 4 minutes. They'll have 2 chances to get in a good lap time. We'll split up the grid after that. Everybody will go to the heat races. Those are set for 15 laps each. We'll take those results and the top 8 out of each group and move them on to the main race of the day, which will be for 75 laps of racing here tonight. Competition caution, there are none. I don't know why there's tire allocation and fast repairs in there, because those are not correct. There is absolutely none. Let me go ahead and fix that really quick. Copy and paste failed me. What you get when you run so many different things all at once. And unlimited. How about this? Boom. That's correct. There you have it. So, yeah, hopefully you guys are excited. Let's go ahead and get down to some of the action on track. See who's zooming around right now. See JD Vankirk out on track at the moment. Have 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in practice. JD Vankirk, the 41-year-old from Bremerton, Washington, the Czech 6 Motorsports Racing Team, the number 6 car. That'd be one to watch tonight. He is zooming around right now. He is actually the only one out on track. You see Dan Amis over here chilling in pit lane, the number 55 car. Don't have much information on him, but he races a lot with us, so good luck to him tonight. We got a lot of first-time faces out here too. Gavin McFarland, welcome in, and then Jonathan Tahafjian. I think that's how you say it. I'm probably absolutely butchering it, but that's his name. If you all can pronounce it better than me, hopefully. I don't know. But he is a 32-year-old from Rochester, New York. So good luck to him. He is a new face around here. The number 21 car, so he'll be one to watch. Gavin McFarland, the 117. Good luck to you tonight, sir. Who else do we have out here? Skylar Harrod will be out here tonight at some point in time. The number 31 car, the 30-year-old from Madison, Indiana, the Skunksworks Racing Team driver. He is a plane mechanic. So big brain car, big brain driver right there. Quentin Stoddard, going to be out here with us tonight. The number 89 car. He's a new face in town as well. Jake Raven is out on track now. There he is, the number 37 car, the 36-year-old from Elyria. I'm going to say it's Elyria, but I feel like that's wrong too. Ohio. He's a really good racer. Did really good in the Street Stock Series that we ran last season, so good luck to him. Who else do we have out here? The number 187 of Chris Rabideau. Good luck tonight, sir. You all know him as Pimp, so good luck to you. Who else do we have out here? The 29 car, Nick Helene will be out here on track. I know he's a racer from Wisconsin. He has not given me any information. He'll be one to watch in the number 29. He currently has the 2nd fastest time on track, so he's got some pace in him. And, of course, we all know and love Michael Weissman, the number 45 car, the 20-year-old from Jefferson, Wisconsin, the CB Racing Team. He's being the number 45 car. That'd be one to watch. He currently has the fastest time of 16.01. So, yeah, pretty close grid here tonight. Looks like everybody within about 3 to 4 tenths of each other, all the way down to 9th position. So it should be a good close race between everybody. We have about 2.5 minutes left here in practice, and then we'll be off to qualifying. Hello, Kenny. Hello, Skylar. JZ. Devils. Hello, Kenny. Hello, Foreseen. I think that's everybody. I think I said Kenny twice. How's everybody doing today? Hopefully you guys are pumped. I am. This will be our first full-time dirt series here in the Lucky Dog Racing League. We do a lot of asphalt stuff, so excited to branch out here a little bit and get into the dirt side of things. This is where I started in iRacing. This is where I have stayed in iRacing. I do dabble around in some oval racing and some road course racing here and there, but dirt series is definitely where I call home. So really excited to have this in the Lucky Dog Racing League. Hopefully it'll be a pretty good show. Currently have 11 racers in the server, so I'm pretty excited about that. Gavin McFarland, I did not know he is from Canada. So is Quentin Stoddard, also from Canada. Not out on track at the moment. Who is this? Skylar Harrod zooming around. 31 car, get to see his paint scheme. Good looking little design there. Here to watch dirt mess up. Well, there are strict rules in this league, so he better not mess up. His slide jobs are not going to work if he takes out the field. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and turn up my volume so we can hear the racers talk and all that stuff. I do have to run race control tonight. So there is going to be a little bit of confusion, but it'll be okay. We'll get it all figured out. Weissman still with the fastest time. Let's go ahead and take a spin around the track and let you see what they're going to see tonight. Here it is. Beautiful view. These cars are a lot of fun to drive. They don't have a ton of power, but they have enough power to get these bad boys sideways. You want to really keep them off the wall. They are awful fragile. You do need to be careful there. If you do get into the wall, it can definitely end your night with the open wheels in the front. Yeah, I hear you loud and clear. You're good. Beautiful track. This is my favorite dirt track in iRacing. Hands down. I love Volusia. Key things around this track. You got to be careful in turns 1 and turn 3. The track will slick up awful quick. You'll see it start to get really shiny, especially in turn 1. Turn 1's always the first one to go. You'll see the cars get really slick. All right, it does look like practice is now over. We're moving on to qualifying session here. It's 1 second. All right, everybody, it's qualifying time. Do the best you can. Just so you all know, everybody moves to heat races. We do have how many in the server? It looks like 12 in the server, so everybody's going to make the main feature tonight. As soon as qualifying's over, we'll split you into heats. You'll have 15-lap heat races. There should be 2 groups. We'll take those results and line them up for the main race of the day, which will be for 75 laps. So good luck to everybody tonight, and let's have some fun. Then out on track. Now I get to see him for the first time, the number 21 car. Go ahead and look over to your left-hand side. That is the fastest oil. It's going to bug out here a little bit, so we'll have to wait for it to update. But as of right now, I'll just keep you updated. Drafty Beef with the fastest time at 16.18. Nick Pauline with the second fastest time right now at 16.25. Michael Weissman putting in a pretty good first lap at 16.20. Good enough for P2 on the grid. That'll start him on pole for his heat race. Drafty Beef is now done with his. So a 16.18 will be his best time. Michael Weissman, does he improve? A 16.20? He does not. A 16.28 will be his second lap time at 16.25. Rolling Jonathan Tahafjian here. Really nice time for his first one. JD Van Kirk with a 16.23 out on track. Nicely done, sir. Jonathan does improve on his second lap. Nice to a 16.21. Van Kirk improve? I do not believe he does. He does not. A 16.40 will be his second lap time. So a 16.23 be his fastest one. Quentin Stoddard, really nice lap time, 16.26. Jake Raven putting in a fast time now, a 16.19. Good enough for P2 on the grid. Knocks Michael Weissman down a spot. Good stuff there. Skylar Haird with his qualifying effort, a 16.27. Good enough for P9 on the grid right now. Jake Raven does not improve on his second lap, a 16.28 for his second time out. Does look like Jonathan Hofjian now done with his qualifying session as well. So, nicely done to Drafty Beef there. I'll see if anybody else comes out on track. They not. There you go. Now it's updated 16.17. Nicely done by Drafty Beef there, putting it on pole. Jake Raven, 16.19. So they'll both be on pole for their heat races. Go ahead and advance the session if they so choose. Is everybody okay if we just go ahead and advance the session since everybody's done with qualifying? All right, sounds good. Let's go ahead and get it done. Oh my gosh, why am I going blank here? I just completely drew a blank. What is the... I can't even remember the command for it now. Jeez. Don't remember it. Thought it was just advance. Drafty, I have drawn a complete blank. Please advance the session. Oh boy, my brain's fried. All right, that's the lineup for the heats right here, everybody. It does look like Drafty Beef, Michael Weissman, Gavin McFarland, Nick Helene, Skylar Herod, and Dana Meese will be in the first heat. The heat race for number 2 will be Jake Raven, Jonathan Tahofjian, JD Van Kirk, Quentin Stoddard, and Chris Rabideau going to be in the second heat. So let's go ahead and line them up. Looks like racers are making their way to the track now. Let's go ahead and do this. Go ahead and show you the starting grid for this one. There you have it. Drafty Beef going to start on pole. Michael Weissman be on the front row as well. Gavin McFarland and Nick Helene will be in the second row. Skylar Herod and Dana Meese will be in that third row. That's how we're going to line it up for today's heat race. Remember, it's 15 laps of racing. All these racers will make it to the main show, so this will be just for placements in the final feature for the night, which will be the 75-lap race. So we should have green flag next time by. We'll see the pace truck dive to pit lane, and it'll be up to Drafty Beef to take off. Hopefully lead this race heading into turn number 1. Someone, a doctor, I know. Got a burger, a mixed drink. Pretty pumped I didn't have to wait in line and pay $15 at the races. I heard that, brother. That sounds like a pretty good setup, Devils. Did you bring enough for everyone? Hope so. Come on, pace card. Get off the track. Drafty Beef, I know he's been putting in a lot of practice here. So I'm hoping that he does pretty well here. I'm really hopeful for him. Michael Weissman is a very, very good contender in anything that he drives, though, so he'll be one to watch on that outside line. I have to look for him to take a pretty good jump on Drafty Beef here to try to get by him into turn number 1. Gavin McFarland, new face around here. Gonna start in that second row on the inside. We'll have Nick Helene on the outside row. And here we go, everybody. Hello, Glizzy. You all showed up just in time. Green flag is now out. Drafty Beef will lead us off. The timing tower will update itself over there to the left. It's going to be a little messed up at first. Look at Gavin McFarland making a big move to the inside. There are no cautions in this. No cautions. So Gavin has absolutely ruined his attempt there. We'll have to look at that here in just 1 second. It does look like Drafty Beef will fall to that second position, and Michael Weissman will lead us in for lap number 1. Let's see what Nick Helene is going to be on the inside of Drafty Beef as they head into turn number 1. So try that inside line. Drafty Beef likes that outside line. Ooh, almost gets into Drafty Beef a little bit. Uh-oh, Skylar and Dana Meese must have gotten together. Can't understand a word that man is saying. Let's go ahead and, since we got him a little bit filed out here a little bit, let's see what happened to Gavin here on the inside line. I think he just tried the inside line and it just didn't work. Let's go here. I think he just takes a really dive to the inside, and oh, he gets on the inside wall and then into Drafty Beef, and we'll spin it out. So that's how his race started, and that's a tough way to start. Got a long road to hoe now. Yeah, he's really far back here. Dana Meese right there in front of him. Skylar Herod currently scored in that 4th position, sticking right there to the back of Nick Helene here, holding down the 3rd spot. Drafty Beef doing a really nice job hanging on to 2nd spot right now. But Michael Weissman leading the way. 11 laps to go here in the first heat of the day. PC is on a wagon. On time and tower, fix yourself over there. You drive me nuts. This program really struggles with heat racing. I noticed it do it when we had the Street Stock Series too. Hopefully it gets itself sorted out. Right, does look like we're getting a battle for that second position. Nick Helene starting to feel pretty good on that inside line. He will be alongside Drafty Beef as they head into turn number 1. Let's go ahead and take a little cockpit action with the man in the 29 car. Oh, he's blinking all over the place. We're probably not going to be able to. We had a little wreck back there in the backfield. Well, we're going to have to watch Nick Helene from the outside since his Wi-Fi connection is not that great. He is blinking all over the place. Diana Meese is taking it. Oh my God. Getting a little messy here, everybody. Does look like Dana Meese going to get into that 2nd spot of Drafty Beef. What happened to Nick Helene? How did he lose that spot to Skylar Herod? We'll have to take a look at that here in just a second. 6 laps to go here in this race. Michael Weissman still out front. Drafty Beef hanging on to that 2nd spot. As Skylar Herod right there for company, though. Get back on this. I'm going to see what happened to Gavin back here. Because oh, wait, that's the wrong one. Dana Meese. Here we go. He apparently got into Dana Meese somewhere. I don't see where. Oh, Dan just got really sideways. Okay, no, that's not Gavin's fault. That's Dan's fault. Back at it. Focus on this second place battle. Skylar Harrod still putting the pressure on Drafty Beef. Going to try the high side, heading out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. 4 laps left to go here in the third heat race of the day. Old Skylar Harrod, that's a nice line. He might have it done here. Oh, Drafty's going to have to get out of the throttle, and nicely done. Skylar Harrod starting to get a feel for the car. He's not a dirt racer by heart. He's definitely an asphalt racer, but he's looking pretty good here tonight. Does get by Drafty Beef and take away that second spot. Will secure his second row starting spot for the main feature race of the day. Like Nick Lean still hanging on to the 4th spot. Not able to get by Dan Amis. It looks like the 117 of Gavin McFarland starting to catch up to him a little bit. We might have a battle for that 4th spot here in just 1 second. Gavin going to try the high side, heading out of turn number 2 down the backstretch. This is the final lap. Michael Weissman is out front with a big gap back to Skylar Harrod, hanging on to that 2nd spot. And Drafty Beef in the 3rd spot. We're watching the battle for 4th. Oh, the slide job. Nicely done. Gavin going to take away that 4th spot. But Michael Weissman heading out of the last corner. Checker flags will be waving. He'll be the winner of heat race number 1. Skylar Harrod going to bring it home in 2nd. Drafty Beef going to bring it home in that 3rd spot. Nice. Heat race done. Dan Amis, this is your warning, sir. Please stay out of the way of the leaders. Oh, boy. All right, getting ready to line them up for heat race number 2. Jake Raven going to start on that front row. Look, the timing tower is correct over there now. Nice. We'll have Jonathan Tahofjian going to start in that 2nd row in that 2nd spot on the front row. JD Van Kirk going to start on the inside of row number 2 with Quentin Stoddard right alongside. Chris Rabideau going to round out the field here. 5-car grid for heat race number 2. 15 laps of racing coming up. Wait on Jake Raven to pull off grid, and there he goes. Let's take a little ride around the track to see exactly what they're looking at. He's chasing down that pace truck. Oh boy, oh boy. I know Jake's been pretty good on dirt. He's like me. We enjoy the dirt side of things. He has been racing a lot of asphalt with us here lately, but I think he was pretty stoked, just like I was when we said we were going to do some dirt racing full time. He did really good in the street stocks last season, so to jump up to these modifieds is exactly what he was wanting. He's going to lead us off here in race number 2 here in just 1 moment. Jonathan Tahofjian. I tell you what, he's a new face around here. Putting it on the front row for heat race number 2, though. Pretty good qualifying effort. Pretty good first showing. Green flag. Time by. Righty, folks, get ready to head out the corner. It's almost go time. 15 laps of racing. There are no cautions in the heat races. Try to get on with those to get to the feature race of the night. Now, the feature race will have normal yellows and all that stuff. So, yeah. The green flag is now out. Good start on the inside there for the 37 of Jake Raven. Does look like nicely done by J.D. Van Kirk as well. He tried that inside line, but going to be squeezed down to the inside. Not going to be able to get by the 21 of Jonathan Tahofjian as he head down the backstretch. He takes the inside line on Jake Raven. Let's see what he can do with it. Get out of turn number 4. Jake Raven will lead lap number 1. Jake is in the proper place up there next to the cushion. Does hold on to that top spot now. Jonathan going to have to settle for that 2nd spot. J.D. Van Kirk gets a little out of shape there. Going to go to the high side. Does look like Quentin Stoddard and Chris Rabideau going to get on by. Head down into the 2nd lap of the race. Going to watch this race between Jonathan and Jake out front. This is a good one, folks. Go ahead and get an onboard here with Jonathan. This is exactly what he's looking at. I wonder if I can do tear-offs on spectate mode. Nope, they don't work. I hit my keybind and it does not work. Why does it even put mud splatter on the damn view for the spectator? Come on now, racing. Do more better. Pretty good race here, though. Jonathan doing a really nice job sticking there with Jake. Not getting into him whatsoever. Pretty good race between these two. Head out of turn number 2 and down the backstretch we go. Still right there on the bumper. Fastest lap is that man in 2nd place, a 16.43. Jake doing all he can to hang on to that lead for right now. Let's see what's going on throughout the rest of the grid. I don't think much is going on, honestly. It looks like it has spread out. Quentin Stoddard still hanging on to second. Chris Rabideau right here in the 187, running in that 4th spot. JD Van Kirk out the field back here in that 6th spot. 9 laps left to go in heat race number 2. As soon as this race is over, folks, we'll line them up for the big race of the day. It'll be interesting to see just how the track transforms from the start to the end of that 75-lap feature. I say it's going to slick up quite a bit, so the racers are really going to have to adjust their driving styles, especially when that cushion gets all the way up to the wall. A lot of these racers like to run the low side or the medium or the mid side of the track, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Go ahead and get on board here with Jonathan again. I think that was a pretty good view for everybody. It's about the only battle on track at the moment. Everybody else just trying to make it through the heat race and make it to the feature. Running just about the same exact line between these two. Oh, Jake slips up there a little bit, heading out of turn number 4. Jonathan's going to have a really nice run there. It's right on the bumper. Going to try the inside line here, but he's not going to have the grip that Jake will have on that high side. And no, he cannot make much of it. Oh, had to actually get out of the throttle there. Had a really nice run heading out of turn number 4 as they crossed the stripe there. I thought he was going to be alongside, but yeah, the car was coasting up the track, so he had to get out of it. Oh, here he goes. He's taking a dive to the inside. He's going to take the real inside line here as he heads to turns 3 and 4. I think Jake will have the nice push out of the corner. Oh, boy. Thought they were going to get together there. Good, respectful racing between these two right now. They put on a pretty good show. It does look like Jake Raven's going to win out that battle, though. I think just going to have to stick to that second position. Not much doing throughout the rest of the grid. It looks to be pretty spread out. It'll be pretty exciting to see everybody on track all at once. Hopefully we have a pretty good clean race tonight. Two laps left to go as we cross the start-finish line. Can Jake Raven hang on to this spot? Jonathan really trying to push that pace there on the inside line. Can't make much of it out of 1 and 2. Heading down the backstretch now. White flag is now out. Final lap here. Pretty darn good race to be just a whole heat race, you know it? This will be for one of the front 2 spots on the grid, though, for the main race. Does look like Jake Raven. Nicely done, Jake Raven. Going to take the win here in heat race number 2. Good stuff from Jonathan Tofjian, too, man. Yeah, that was good stuff right there. Nicely done, everybody. Nicely done. All right, that is it, folks. Qualifying, done. Practice, done. Heat races, done. It is time for the main show of the day. Let's go ahead and take a look at the starting lineup for tonight's race. Here you have it. Michael Weissman going to start on pole, winning that heat race of heat race number 1 and qualifying the fastest. So he will start up front. Jake Raven will start in that second position, also on that front row. Skylar Harrod going to start on the inside of row number 3 here in the 31 car. We'll have Jonathan Tahofjian right there alongside him for row number 2. Drafty Beef going to start in the 5th spot on the inside of row number 3 with Quentin Stoddard alongside. Still waiting on Gavin McFarland to make grid right now in that 117 car. He's going to start on the inside of row number 4 with Chris Rabideau in the 187 right beside him. Nick Helene going to start in that 9th position on the inside of row number 5 with JD Van Kirk alongside him. And Dana Meese in the 55 car going to round out the grid back there in the 11th spot. I was wrong. I said 12 cars earlier. It was only 11. Counting is hard. That is it, folks. Now it's time for them to roll grid, and here we go. Hopefully Michael Weissman can make it the whole time. I know he does have a race coming up right after this event is over. If he can make it to the end, he's going to be pushing it on time. But 75 laps of racing should go by pretty quick as long as we don't have too many yellow flags. I'm sure we will have some here and there. We'll just have to wait and see. Be some short pace laps here. Green flag should be flying sometime soon, probably next time by. Oh boy, I'm so excited. I love dirt racing. I was so pumped. We got a full-time dirt league, 11 cars coming out for the first night of racing. That is absolutely perfect. I love it. Yes, normal cautions. right, folks. Should be green flag next time by. They're heading down the backstretch now. 45 of Michael Weissman will be in control of the start of the race. Jake Raven going to probably try to hang alongside him the best he can. Pace truck is off. Green flag is out. Nice start on the inside there by, oh man, Michael Weissman. Look at that train of cars on the inside. It's going to allow Skylar Herod to go ahead and take away that second spot. Jake Raven going to fall all the way back through the grid. He's all the way back on the high side back here. Oh man, he is losing spots left and right, already down to the 7th position. Got some work to do now. Leader out front though is, yes, the 45 of Michael Weissman. He will lead lap number 1. Skylar Herod going to be scored in that second spot. Gavin McFarland trying to make a move on the inside though as he head into turn number 1. Really likes that low side. That's what he was running in the heat race as well. See if he can make something work down there. It's a really tough thing to do around Volusia. Really got to stick to the cushion, but hey, the man's doing a pretty nice job, so I better just not say anything. Nick Helene making a move on the inside of the 21 of Jonathan Tahofjian, and he will get that move done and move up to the top 5 spot. Jonathan coming right back at him, though, on that high side out of turn number 2. Not going to have the run he needs, though, to get on that inside line. Look at Quentin Stoddard making a move on the inside as well, trying to make it a 3-wide battle here. Chose better of it. Jonathan going to try the crossover action here. He comes out of the corner, takes the inside line into turn number 1. Really slick already through there. It's going to get even worse as the night goes along. But yeah, nicely done by Jonathan Tahofjian to get that move done for the moment. It looks like Nick Helene, though, hanging pretty tough on that high side. Gavin McFarland does take that second position away from Skylar Herod. Oh boy, we already got lap traffic down, and he's killing me, buddy. Killing me. A little swap back and forth between these two drivers right here for this second spot on the track right now. As they head into turn number 1. Does look like Gavin's going to take the inside line. Skylar really making it work on that high side. I'm not going to lie. I'm really nervous here. I really hope Dan does not mess up the race. Dan, be mindful. Leaders are right behind you. Go to the bottom side of the track on the backstretch. Let them go by. Or don't. Thank you, Dan. No. There you go. All right, we almost had a battle for the lead right there. Looked like Skylar Herod got right on the back of Michael Weissman as they head down the backstretch. He had a really good run out of turn number 2. He's running the cushion up there through turns 1 and 2 there, and really carried a lot of speed down the backstretch. Got some good battles all over the track, though. Let's look back through here. Drafty Beef currently running in that 5th spot. Who's back here? Nick Helene in the 6th spot. Chris Rabideau right on his bumper as he head out of turn number 2. Does look like Quentin Stoddard right there in the mix as well in that 8th spot. Number 89 car. Say some of these racers are praying for the caution. Wanted some wretched start here. Man. Colleen really blinking bad for me tonight. Hopefully he's not that bad for the racers out on track. But we do have a new leader at the moment, though. Skylar Herod does take the lead for just a minute. Michael Weissman going to be on that inside line, fighting right back at him. But I feel like Skylar's got the place to be. He is on that high side as he head out of turn number 4. And yes, we do have a new leader. Skylar Herod has taken that spot away. Nicely done, sir. Here is Gavin McFarland going to be on the inside. He does get that move done. Michael Weissman slaps the wall there a little bit, heading into the corner. That's going to put him a little bit out of position. Did allow the 117 of Gavin McFarland to move on by. Battle for the lead is on. Gavin is feeling pretty good in that thing. Going to be on the inside of the 31 as they head out of turn number 2. Putting in some really fast lap times right now. 16.75 last time by. 16.71 is the fastest time on track. Where is Dan? It said he crashed again. Okay, he's off track. Goodness. All right, new leader may be incoming. Skylar Herod still trying to hang tough on that high side. He will have a pretty good run out of turn number 4, but can the 117 pull a slide job? He does. We have a new leader, everybody. Gavin McFarland. I'm going to have to warn Jonathan Tahofjian to keep it off the mic. Nicely done by Gavin McFarland, man, to get that move done and take away that top spot. Nick Helene back here in that 5th spot now. Did get by Drafty Beef. Drafty Beef has Chris Rabideau on the inside as they head through turns 1 and 2. The 89 of Quentin Stoddard right here in the mix as well. Jake Raven on that climb back to the front. He is right there in behind these racers who are currently scored in the 9th position. Got a little bit of work to do. 187 makes it around 29. 29 won't hear the end of it. Oh boy. Chris Rabideau still trying to work on the 13 of Drafty Beef. Can't quite get the move done just yet. Let's go and take a little onboard action here with Chris Rabideau. Had a really good race so far. Running very consistent laps. 17.03 last time by. 16.77 fast lap so far. Uh-oh. Quentin Stoddard gets into him there a little bit. Quentin has wrecked. All by himself.
Flag is out.
Nice. Base truck turn 1. Base truck turn 1. Oh, let's see exactly. See exactly what happened here. I think he got into the 187 and damaged his car. Oh, he got into the 37 of Jake Raven too. Oh boy. 89, that will be your first incident of the day, sir. 89, what lap was that? Sorry, everybody, I got to make notes of these. So basically, those of you that are kind of new around here, the way things work in the Lucky Dog Racing League, you get incidents in live racing. So if you do one incident, you get an end-of-line penalty. Means you go to the tail end of the line, and that's where you will start. And then the second time you cause a caution, you are disqualified, and you are to return next week. So 89 going to receive an EOL. Oh, Lord. Van, you killing me, bro. All right, first restart of the day coming in. Gavin McFarland going to be in control of this restart. Skylar Harrod, which has had a really nice day, man. Really worked his way through the grid. Start in that second spot. Jonathan Toffjian. Start on the inside of row number 2. Going to have Michael Weissman alongside. Ready to head out of turn number 3. To be green flag racing. And here we go. Let's see what Gavin can do. It is on him, and nicely done on the inside line. They're going to take a 2 to 3 car length advantage heading into turn number 1. Skylar Harrod is going to have the 21 of Jonathan going to be on the inside. A 45 of Michael Weissman going to try to make it work on the high side as he heads out of turn number 2, and it does work. He does take away that position. Here goes the 29 of Nick Helene to the inside here. Him and Jake going to get together. And, oh wait.
The yellow flag is out.
We're going to have to take a look and see exactly what happened there. See if he slid up into Jake Raven. Let's go ahead and take a look here. Let's go to Far Chase. I think that'll be a pretty good view. Let's see if he slides up too early. Takes a dive to the inside. I don't really feel like that's anybody's fault, to be completely honest. It's an incident. Let things fly. All right. Gonna go to the pit lane, try to get that thing repaired real quick. So Gavin McFarland still looking pretty solid out front. Skylar Harrod in that second position right now. We got a lot of people in the pit lane, actually. The 89, the 55, and the 29 all in pit lane right now. Yeah, I agree, Devils, man. The 117 has it figured out on that inside line. All right, lights out on the pace truck. what Nick Colleen is doing here. What'd you get a black flag for? Then no, you can go through the pits and serve your penalty. Right, folks, green flag coming out here in just 1 second. See if Gavin McFarland can hang on to that lead.
Green, green, green.
And green flag is out. There he goes to the inside line. Nicely done by Gavin. He gets the move done. 31 of Skylar Harry going to try to fight off the 21 here. Can't quite get it done. The 21 car, so Skylar will hang on to that second spot. Jonathan will have to settle for that third spot as they head out of turn number 4. And nicely done, everybody. Michael Weissman going to hang on to the 4th spot. Chris Rabideau making his way through the grid, made up 3 spots since the start of the race. So nicely done to him, up to that top 5 spot right now. Looking pretty good on the inside line is Jake Raven on the 13 of Drafty Beef. That'll be the battle for 6th position on track. 89 of Quentin Stoddard going to be right there in the mix as well. Jake Raven gets really sideways heading out of turn number 4 to keep it off the 89. All kinds of different lines around the track at the moment. Oh, Jake Raven slid up a little bit too early and got into the 89 of Quentin Stoddard. Going to lose some of his momentum there. Going to fall back a little bit. The 89 had quite the run on the 13 of Drafty Beef there as well. The 187 car, Chris Rabideau trying to navigate his way by the 45 of Michael Weissman. Still out front, everybody. The 117 of Gavin McFarland still leading the way. We're almost to that halfway point. On to lap number 32 now. Skylar Hare still running in that 2nd spot. Jonathan DeHofjian currently holding down that 3rd spot.
Yellow flag is out.
Let's see what happened. Dynamics. Oof. Nose into the wall. All right. So. Bob on. .55, that'll be your first incident of the day, sir. Alrighty. Knocking them down. We're getting there, folks, on lap number 33. Caution laps do count in this league, so every lap that they cross that start-finish line counts towards the total. Evan, again, going to be in control of the lead. We do have lights still on the pace cars, so we will have to make another way around the track before we get one to green. Eddie Van Kirk in pit lane. He is back out on track. Nice. Back out on track as well. Is he a few laps down? He is, unfortunately. Been in pit lane for quite a long time there. Anime's able to get that thing fixed and back out on track. Lights out on the pace truck. Green flag next time by, everybody. Oh boy, I tell you, man, the 117 of Gavin McFarland has been really impressive on the restarts. I look for him to do much the same here. Just go on green of the leader, so they get to choose when they go. Let's see what Skylar Harrod's got for him. 21 of Jonathan DeHofjian also having a really good day. Michael Weissman going to be on that high side. Chris Rabideau might make a jump here on the inside line if he can follow those 2 racers in front of him.
Green flag,
there they are heading out of turn number 4. Green flag is out. Good jump on the front row there for Gavin McFarland. He will take that lead, but we got a battle for second, and it is spicy. Oh boy, as we head down the backstretch, the 21 of Jonathan DeHofjian going to be on the inside of the 45 of Michael Weissman. Can he get the move done as he head out of turn number 4? He cannot. Michael Weissman going to hang tough on the high side for right now. The 31 of Skylar Harrod looking pretty darn good. Who is that? Quentin Stoddard up to that 5th spot now. I didn't see him move up through the grid. Good job from him in that 5th position at the moment. Said that Drafty Beef and JD Van Kirk crashed. I'm not sure exactly why it said that. Jonathan Dahofjian trying to make a move here on the inside of the 45 of Michael Weissman. Not an easy thing to do around Volusia, especially once it gets later on in the race. It really turns into a one-lane track pretty fast here. The track slicks up to turns 1 and 3. Looking pretty rough through the middle of the corner there, too. You can see the shine on the track. Got a pretty good battle back here, too. Chris Rabideau chasing down the 89 of Quentin Stoddard for that top 5 spot. See if he can make it work on the hot side. I feel like that's the place to be right now. He is going to have a good run heading out of turn number 4 there. Quentin Stoddard going to slap the wall. Chris Rabideau actually going to have to get on the brakes. Quentin Stoddard and Chris Rabideau get together again, and they are into the wall, and that will be a yellow flag, I'm sure. That is it. Let's go ahead and take a look and see exactly what happened. Let's take a little far chase here, because I couldn't really tell from that. Quentin got into the wall right there. Chris Rabideau through the corner. Slides up. Oh, the incident on 187. Hey, we appreciate you being here, brother. Hopefully you're having a good time. 187, that'll be your first incident, sir. A lap number, let's say 41. Man, it looks like he's got a little damage to the nose of that thing. Let's take a little closer look here. Yeah, the nose of that thing's definitely beat up. Would definitely go get that thing fixed if it were me. But that's what we like to hear. Appreciate that. Remember, you guys do have unlimited fast repairs, by the way, so if you got a little damage to your cars, feel free to jump into the pits and get it fixed and come back out on track. Skyler, we don't talk about Slinger. Those of you that don't know, we had a race in the late model stock cars at Volusia Speedway, and it was the messiest race I have ever been a part of in iRacing, just because iRacing didn't have everything quite tuned in for the caution laps, so man, it was just a mess. But anyways, green flag racing, grabbing McFarland again, gonna have a nice jump on that inside line, being in control of the restart. Skylar Harry gonna be on the high side. The 45 of Michael Weissman gets really sideways, heading out of turn number 2. Uh-oh, the 21 and him get together there, heading down the backstretch. Oh, it does look like they gather it back up, though. Everybody headed in the right direction. The 89 of Quentin Stoddard going to try to make a move to the inside of the 30, or to the high side of the 37 of Jake Raven. Not able to get it done down the front stretch. Jake really sticking to that inside line. It's a tough thing to do around here, that's for sure. It is the shortest distance around the track, but it's really hard to get that pull that you need down the straight stretches on that inside line. Trying to make the best out of the situation at the moment. But it does look like Gavin McFarland out front still with a big lead over Skylar Herod. There's the 21 of Jonathan Dahofjian trying to make big moves here in that top 3 spot right now, so good job to him. Michael Weissman currently scored in that 5th spot, but we got a battle for 5th, everybody. Jake Raven on that inside line. The 89 of Quentin Stoddard really hanging tough on the high side as they head across the stripe. Jake Raven was a nose ahead that time around. 45 of Michael Weissman, going to see those two in his rearview mirror. They are all over him right now. Uh-oh, did Skylar get into the wall? I thought I saw the 31 get into the wall there heading down the backstretch, but I guess not. Nicely done by Jake Raven on the inside line. He does secure that spot and take away that top 5 spot, so nice job to him. Nick Colleen back here trying to make moves on the inside line. He is a few laps down, though. He's got some work to do. 187, Chris Rabideau on the inside line here on the right on the back of the 13 of Drafty Beef. To head out of the corner and down the front stretch. On lap number 50, 25 laps to go, everybody. 187 trying to make a move here on the inside. They're going to be 3 wide. Oh!
Caution, yellow flag.
Take a look at the 29 car and see. I think he slid up into Drafty Beef. Let's see if he changes his line. Let's go with Far Chase. I feel like it's a pretty good view. Pretty good little 3-car scrap going on here. In the middle of the corner. In the middle of the corner. Comes up the track. Ooh, that's a little close. Have to be up high. Actually, it's a little bit on drafty. A little bit on drafty. I think drafty actually changes his line and comes down the track. You can see, like, watch the dark dirt. We'll just call it racing incident. Very much we can do there. Things are going to happen. Oh. Yeah. Oh no! Dirt's wheel fell off the disc. Bummer. Let's see. Oh, we are 1 degree. All right, folks. Done with this caution. We are 5th restart of the day here. 23 laps to go. We'll have 22 laps left to go when we start this race back. Gavin McFarland again going to be in control of the restart. The 31 of Skylar Harrod had a really nice day so far. Starting on that outside of row number 1, Jonathan DeHofjian, him and Michael Weissman been battling back and forth. Jonathan won that battle last time. Let's see if he can do that again. But here we are heading out of turn number 4. Green flags will be waving here in just 1 minute.
Green flag, green
Nice
flag.
start on the inside by Gavin. As soon as the pace car cleared, he was gone. Nicely done by him. Here is the 21 of Jonathan DeHofjian, 3 wide as we head out of turn number 2. The 31 of Skylar Harrod will win that battle out as they head down the backstretch. The 21 is going to take a dive to the inside of the 45 of Michael Weissman. Can he get the move done? Heading out of turn number 4. It does look like he does. Nicely done. He eyes the 2nd spot now. He is going to take the inside line on the 31 of Skylar Harrod. I think he's going to hit that slick spot though, heading out of turn number 2. Make it 3 wide there for just a moment. Michael Weissman again going to try that inside line as they head into turns 3. Oh boy, that's close. That is good. Close racing as we head down the front stretch. Oh boy, oh boy. 20 laps left to go, everybody. 20 laps left to go. Look at that 37 of Jake Raven coming back with a vengeance. Currently running in that 5th spot. Going to be on the inside of the 45 of Michael Weissman. Pretty good recovery drive from him. He did get into an accident earlier. He also had a really bad start to the race, which definitely hurt his chances there at the top spots. So we got Quentin Stoddard on that high side in the 89 car. On the 87 of Chris Rabideau, currently scored in that 2nd spot right behind this group of racers. 45 of Michael Weissman going to try the low side of the track here on the 21 of Jonathan DeHofjian. Can he make it work as they head down the backstretch? Nothing doing yet. Oh, gets really sideways. Might have 3 wide action heading out of the corner. The 21 of Jonathan DeHofjian going to be stuck right here in the middle between the 31 of Skylar Harrod and the 45 of Michael Weissman. Michael Weissman is going to get the move done and pull the slide job heading out of turn number 4. And nicely done. Into that 3rd spot he goes. Good tight racing up here at the front of the field. Oh, caution flag is out. 89 of Quentin Stoddard. Bring out the cautions yet again today. Let's see exactly what happened to him. It might be all by his lonesome. That would be on. 89, that is your 2nd incident of the day, sir. You are to pull in the pits. Your day is done. Alrighty, folks. 6th restart of the day. We should go back green flag racing sometime around 13 laps to go, so hopefully we can go green the rest of the way out here. And see. Lights out. Oh. Okay, so it might be 12 laps to go before we go green flag racing again. And Gavin McFarland, hang on. He's led a lot of laps here today. He raced his way all the way through the field. He started the race in the 7th position and raced his way all the way back up to the front, but made up 6 spots in this race, so he's done a really nice job. Skylar Harrod going to restart on outside of row number 1. He's had a Jonathan DeHofchian has also had a really nice race. Started in that 4th spot, currently running in 3rd. Start on the inside of row number 2 here. Lights are out on the pace truck, so we will go green flag next time's by. See if Michael Weissman can do anything. He did get that slide job pulled on him by the 21 of Jonathan DeHofchian. Jake Raven going to restart on the inside of row number 3 on that recovery drive. He started in that 2nd position, currently running in 5th. Chris Rabidou going to be on the outside of row number 3, right beside Jake. It's JD Van Kirk. Going to start on the inside of row number 4 with Drafty Beef. Scored in 8th spot because Nick Lean and Dan Amis that are still on track are laps down. But here we go, heading out of turn number 4. Green flag is back out, and we are underway, folks. Good start on the inside again by Gavin McFarland, and he will take the lead out front. The 31 of Skylar Herod takes the inside line. Is going to coast up the track. They're going to lose a ton of momentum. That's going to allow the 31 or the 21 and the 45. They're going to go 3 wide into turn number 3. The 21 is Jonathan DeHofchian is going to be in a really good position here to maybe get the move done, heading out of the corner, and he does. Nicely done. 21 of Jonathan DeHofchian. Michael Weissman going to be scored in that 3rd spot. Nope. Skylar Herod says, nope, not today, sir. I'm going to go ahead and take this high side and get the move done. He does at the moment. Let's see what Michael Weissman can do now, battling with Jake Raven and Chris Rabidou for that 4th spot. Jake Raven loving that inside line right now. He's a brave man. That's not something I'd ever like to do, is take that inside line around Volusia, but he's making it work right now as he head down the backstretch. Weissman going to be on the high side. The 31 of Skylar Herod gets really loose. And caution flag is out. Oh. Does anyone know why the yellow was brought out? Thank you very much, Gavin. Appreciate that. All right, let's see exactly what happened to him then.
On the wall.
It was really fun racing tonight.
Well, really good job here tonight, man. Bring it home in that 3rd spot. Going to start off the season strong. Hopefully you can make it for all 8 weeks of racing. See what you can really do, man. Yeah, good job here tonight. Hopefully we'll see you next week, brother.
You will definitely see me next week. Thank you.
All right, now let's hear from the man that finished in 2nd spot. Man, you're getting used to these podium spots there, Skylar. Man, you're always up here just about every damn league that we're running here. So congratulations on that, man. Going to bring it home in 2nd place tonight. You're not a dirt racing guy. So for you to come out here tonight and really put on a performance, I just tell you what, that is really, really impressive. So how do you feel about tonight's race, brother?
Yeah, you said it. I'm not a